It's called peace because you only get so much of it. And your slice might not be as big as somebody else's. That's why it's called a piece. You only get a piece of it. But learning how to be peaceful, I can see myself being that, being at peace. Setting that boundary and not worrying that this boundary might be too hard for somebody to jump over, because we're not doing it for that. This isn't an obstacle course. That's not why we're doing this. We're setting boundaries to protect us so we can be our best selves for the world. That we must be okay for the things that we commit to be okay. We treat our material things better than ourselves. Everyone has to take their shoes off before they walk in your house. And that's mandatory. They know not to walk in your house with those shoes on. But they walk into your life with all types of baggage and dirt and residue and bad attitudes. And you wonder why when they leave, something feels wrong, off. It's how did you make it out of homelessness? How did you overcome this? How did you overcome that? And while I'm talking to him, he's just asking more questions and more questions and more questions. And I thought to myself for a moment, is he asking me all of these questions because he really wants the answers? Or is he asking the questions to avoid doing the work? Because I was answering questions, like there's some questions that have answers that answer other questions, especially when you're intentional with the questions you're asking people. You want to ask questions that fix multiple things. You want to ask the right questions. When they ask questions in that way, I'm always like, man, they don't want to put the work in. And I can see it in their face. It's like their eyes light up. Like, oh, I get to talk about something. Don't be one of those people. Ask the right questions. You'll get amazing answers. And execute. I used to do that all the time. How do I do this? How do I do this? Jumping from idea or opportunity to opportunity. No loyalty to the commitments that I made. Be consistent. And there's a video I'm gonna put in, and you're gonna see it, wherever. And I went to the doctor for my heart, get my heart checked out. I'm very big on going to the doctor and being proactive rather than reactive. Most people go to the gym when they find out that they have a disease. I like to go to the gym to prevent disease. There's 2 different types of people on this planet. And then 3, technically, because there's some that just won't go to the gym at all. So 3. I was just watching, my heart was boom, 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 boom. It was consistent. And I'm sure hours after that, even to now, obviously, right? My heart has been consistent. But I thought to myself, what if my heart was like, I want to do something different today. I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, that would be a heart attack. Think about that. That's how you know we all have consistency. We have the capability to be consistent because we have consistency within us. God is consistent as well. The sun is consistent. The moon, the seasons, they're all consistent. Unpredictable, but consistent. Uncontrollable, but consistent. We have many examples of consistency, and we still think we can change the game. And I think that's humans' problems. One of humans' biggest problems right now is going against the grain. Are you as consistent as your heartbeat? Are you as consistent as your heartbeat? We know what consistency is. It just determines, what you value. What do you value? I'm at a point in my life where I've had to accept that I really don't value things that I did at the age I'm at now. compared to when I was 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm not gonna give you my age, you know what I'm saying? Let you guess a little bit, but values change, and it's wild. Perfect example. Look at these shoes I'm wearing right now. I put this fit on today, by the way. But look at the shoes I'm wearing. Look at this. What are these called again? They're called Cloud Techs. Cloud Tech. Bro, listen to me. Don't get me wrong, I still got a lot of shoes. Like different varieties, like designer, all that stuff. You know, but don't get me wrong. I love the look of Air Force Ones and Jordans. I have a shoe store called Apex in Atlanta. You know, I like shoes, but my value lies in comfort now, right? Used to be style and the attention and oh man, you got those. That's what I used to value. Within the last 8 months, I've been like, I need comfort now when I wear shoes. Comfort. And now look, there's no way you could have told me a year ago that I would be wearing these. This is what we call white people shoes. And I love all the white people. Y'all know I love y'all. But you know, y'all also know y'all got your own shoes, right? Okay? Y'all got shoes. Just like y'all got dance moves. Y'all got white people, black people got, everybody got something. Everybody got something, right? We ain't racist and prejudiced. We all got something dope and unique about us, right? But these are white people shoes. But for real, like, I really feel like I'm walking on a cloud. And today, I'm wearing freaking what did Landon call this? Athleisure? Like, I wanted a regular jogging suit, baseball cap. You know, values change. I'm even cleaner than I used to be. Like, I actually value, like, making my bed now and, like, having the house clean, and even relationships are different for me. And I was like, yeah, beautiful, you're beautiful, but, like, no, how do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to your parents? How do you talk to yourself when adversity, you know, comes? How do you interact with this, like, or in this situation? It's like I value different things. The older I get, I realize that our values kind of have to be flexible with them. Yes, you can have your standards. Yes, you can have your desires. You can have all of that. That's fine. You're a human, but you have to be flexible because you also have to be able to adapt. In business, in life in general, the ones who adapt are the ones who win, and those are the ones who survive. So if you can't adapt, if the only way you can function is if everything is like this, if the only way you can reciprocate is if everything meets your standard, you will not thrive and you will burn out. People will flee from you, and you just won't have a pleasant life unless you lie to yourself. And you know, you can lie to ourselves and make ourselves. I've had people lie to themselves for so many reasons. I've done it. It's just to soften the blow, because accountability does burn a little bit. When you have to look yourself in the face and say, did I really work hard today? I want you to ask yourself that now. Did I really work hard today? And don't lie to yourself. You don't have to, I'm here, but I'm not here. Okay? Did you work hard today? Were you more productive than unproductive? Were you more focused than distracted? Were you more intentional, or were you more unintentional? Come on. It's not just, oh, I worked out today. And then people put that on it's like we have these imaginary scales and we create how much things weigh to our benefit. And that's how we end up lying to ourselves, because we put things on that imaginary scale. And me waking up today, reading affirmations and doing the ice plunge. Oh, wow, that's so heavy on your scale. So now you feel like you can BS a little bit, or that you've actually accomplished something and you didn't do anything. We have to stop. We must. It has to come to a stop. We have to start being honest with ourselves. All these rituals and come on, man, just put the work in. Your life's dependent on it. We keep looking for these coping mechanisms or these things to light these temporary sparks, and we still don't get it done. Let's just put the work in. I'm talking to myself as well. We're too talented. We come too far to continue to procrastinate like this. How much do we really want it? You have to have these tough conversations with yourself. Have the conversations with yourself. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. You're dealing with a heartbreak. Let's use this as a heartbreak, all right? I had to do this recently. Are you really heartbroken? Are your feelings hurt? Is your heart broken, or is it your ego? This is how I talk to myself now. I'm being serious with y'all. I'm not being goofy. This is real. Right? Is your heart broken, or is your pride broken? Okay, you do love this person. You do love them. But not to like throw shade, because we know you love this person, Montreal. What are you actually losing? Was this person kind to you consistently? No, they weren't. Okay, Montreal. So you're being honest. There you go. Don't lie. That doesn't mean that they're this evil monster that you're trying to protect and enable and justify, whatever, because you love them and you know they've been through pain. Yes, there were good moments, right? But you got to be honest, Montreal. Pretty painful, you'll say most of the time. You're a very content person. You know, the smallest things mean everything to you. That's why you can last so long off of people's crumbs, because you're such a content person that those crumbs are like a full course meal, and you're living off of that. But eventually your body just goes to, malnutrition. Now you're starting to react to things. This is what's going on. Yeah, you're not right for what you did or how you reacted, but this is what's going on. Work on that, right? It doesn't just because you've made mistakes, it doesn't take away the truth, which is that wasn't a really healthy situation for you. Mentally, emotionally, even with Crohn's disease, what are you losing? Are you gaining something? Are you gaining an opportunity? Are you sad, or is it just your ego? Because you did love her and you did a lot for her, and are you being a little possessive? Is it real? Like, these are the kind of conversations you have to have with yourself while you're going through a breakup. Stop putting that label on yourself that you're sad. Oh my God, stop doing that. I did that and it doesn't work. It doesn't help anything. I'm letting you know right now, stop putting that label on you right away that your heart's broken. I actually love that slogan where it says, it says your heart ain't broke, but your heart's broken, but your vision is fixed. But yeah, man, we have to be honest with ourselves. But the conversations that we have with ourselves, are we graceful? Like, for example, I've been struggling I just lost another credit card. I lost it. I don't know where it's at. But I can say that I've been like, damn it, like, you keep losing like, I'll get mad at myself at times. But lately now, y'all be so proud of me. I'll be like, when I'm upset or flustered, I'll be like, hey, Trill, calm down, bro. Calm down. Do not beat yourself up. Let's just go to the store. Let's get this wallet and let's do better. Okay? Like, Trail, it's okay, bro. I talk to myself like that now. Or sometimes when I'm looking for something, I'm getting flustered. I'm like, don't cuss, and I don't swear. I'm like, don't get mad, Montreal, don't get mad. And then I end up finding it. I feel so good. But if I do this, damn it, I can't, or whatever. When I find it, I feel bad. I'm like, dang, God, I just couldn't be patient. No, we gotta work on that. Those little moments where you're alone, do it while you're alone, bro. It's gonna become your natural, it's gonna become your character. I'm being real with y'all, man. Practice, just practice. When something doesn't go your way, just be like, if you make a wrong turn on the highway, or if you miss your exit, be like, okay, God must have been trying to protect me from a car accident or something. Like, you gotta find a way to change the perspective. Because if you don't, you'll automatically start thinking about how you're inconvenienced, of how you don't like the way this feels, or what your plans were. No, like, just be flexible. Be flexible, adapt. Okay, like, it's joy in that. There's joy in that. I promise there is real joy in that. The reason why we're so depressed is because we are looking for joy in all the wrong places. There's joy all over. But yeah, let's have really like soft conversations with ourselves. Some of us don't even have conversation with ourselves. We don't even know what to say, where to start. You feel like, what's your name? Like, what do you like to do? It's awkward because you don't talk to yourself. You don't know yourself. And that is such a bad feeling. I know that feeling as well. Like I've said in the past, I feel like I'm the best coach because I haven't figured it out. I know that sounds a little unorthodox and that might make some people uneasy because they want, me to be qualified and certified and all these things, whatever. That's their prerogative. I get it. I understand. I completely understand. But I feel like because I haven't figured it out, that makes me the best coach because we're going to grow through this together. And I wish I had somebody to go through this with when I first started this journey. It was very tough. And I don't know if any of you have felt this, but once you start going through this process and you actually start to apply the knowledge, which understand that knowing is one thing, but applying what you know, knowledge, is what they call wisdom. You applied what you know. That's wisdom. But the more wisdom, the more you live and thrive and build off of wisdom, the more isolating, because ignorance is bliss. And I never understood that statement until I started leaning towards the wisdom side. Some people just don't want to know. Some people want to believe that wrestling is real for the rest of their life. When you take that tooth fairy away, when you take that Barney away, when you take that Santa Claus away, I know we're all adults, but I'm pretty sure we all can agree that a lot of adulthood is at times feeling like your imagination has just been like pulled from under you and like told to never think, no, don't worry about it, you won't need that. Oh, give me, you won't be needing that, give me that. That's, at times it can feel like that. But we have to get back to, using that. Yeah, I need to, practice what I preach. I lack so much imagination now compared to what I used to be, where I used to be. Life can get really serious, really, really fast, especially while we're trying to figure it out. And we think that there's like, okay, God, give me a little time before the next one comes. All right? I know that last one. I know my mama just passed, and I know I just had a situation, and, the job just fired me, and I just, hit my toe this morning. Like, my kids is sick too, God. Like, can I just, no, it's not like that. And then we say these things like, oh, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest, toughest soldiers or whatever. I truly don't believe that that's how God operates. That's me. And I'm not going to go that deep, but I personally just believe it depends on, if your mindset's in the right place, you just look at everything as an opportunity to grow. But if you don't want to grow, yes, it's going to feel bad. If you want to stay where you are, it's going to feel bad. Man, this instant gratification is real. It's really destroying us. If you don't want to grow, it's all going to feel worse. If you just want to grow, you're going to look at life differently. I've been around people that don't really want to grow. It goes for men and women, both. It's not a man or a woman thing, it's both. If you don't want to grow, it's going to be painful. If you don't want to go to work, and you have to go to work, it's going to be painful. It's a mindset thing. I really want y'all to ask yourselves that what kind of conversations are you having with yourself? And then ask yourself what kind of conversations are you having with your friends, your coworkers, your family, your spouse, your children, your family, whatever. Are those conversations productive? Are they impactful? Are they abrasive? Ask yourself those questions. And then ask yourself, am I where I want to be in life? Financially, health-wise, mental, physical, spiritual? Am I really where I want to be? Am I around the people that can get there? Not saying that, that everything's give and take or you got to use people. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you are around the right people or not.